let's take a look at the site plan to help you figure out which lot is better than another. And before we do that, I just want to say I'm going to be super critical. You can't always think like that because you're not going to have the choice. And if everybody picked like me, nobody would buy a house. So this is just a framework in case you have to compare one lot to another. And that's all it is. So let's start with the big issue here, the main road. Two big main roads. And the issue is going to be noise and security. So number one, noise, that's pretty obvious. So these guys over here, all of these are going to be less desirable than the others because they are on the main roads. The noise, and also your front door is 5 feet from the sidewalk. Now, to me, that's more of a security issue. It feels a bit unnerving. You got somebody can walk by, they can walk up here, they can scout the place and then make their move. And again, it's not like it's most likely not going to happen. But what if your child leaves a bike for 5 minutes? Or what if somebody's scouting the place for break and entry? It's just a crime of opportunity. Somebody is less likely to come into your subdivision and walk around over and over and over and over, see if someone's on vacation, then hit a house, right? So to me, that's why I don't like the main roads. The noise, I could care less, but I know this is how they price it. And look, Avella 3, the prices are low. Where are all the Avella 3s? They're all over here. And I should note the $7.99, that's kind of not a lost leader, but it's to get everybody in the door. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4 units. Okay, it's only in block 1 that you get the $7.99. All right, so next, what else? Well, the big thing here is the flow of traffic, right? Where are the cars, how much traffic, it's the noise, it's the safety. So you want to avoid high traffic areas. Now, you're not going to avoid everything, but here's a good example. This is probably the worst unit over here. You got the cars coming in, you got the cars coming out, you got to watch when you back your car out so you don't get hit because there's a blind spot. And at night, you get all the light from these cars coming into your unit, right? So add that to the noise of the main street, add that to the security of a main road. That is a horrible lot. And this is a corner. That's going to be $40,000 premium. These guys over here, I would say the further you go out, the further you are from the main road. So I think this is going to be elevated actually. So I don't know if this is a gate or it's elevated by maybe like 10 feet. So the more distance you put, the better, right? So I would prefer to be somewhere here than there, unless I'm just trying to get the lowest price possible. And from there, let's say we look at this unit, this block over here. What would you pick here? Well, this is good because you don't have to deal with any traffic, right? I would skip these two because you're gonna get the light pushing into your unit at night, right? You don't wanna be in the middle of the turn. So I would say this would be next. Again, corners are fine if you wanna pay that premium. If you're not paying the premium, let's keep going. Over here, same thing, 8, 9, 10, these would be good. I would avoid the ones that are right inside that intersection. So I would go with those 3. Now, what about if you don't want to be on a main road? Well, usually I do detached homes, and I like to say if you look left, straight, and right when you walk out of your house, you want it to be peaceful, you want to see homes, you don't want to have any big traffic, no main roads, not backing, fronting onto anything. Here it's a little bit different because you have the courtyard. This is the front of your house. These guys over here, that's the front. Most people are going to drive their car in, and then they're going to go inside their house from the back. So the front, you're not really going to get what I described. But if you had to pick a lot, how would you go about it? Well, I would say these guys over here, they're going to have the least amount of traffic because nobody's really going to go through this street to go to the front. They're probably going to go down here. And the majority of people are going to take this main road. So I would say, personally say, that these are some of the best lots here, if you're not factoring in price. Right? It's a little confusing to me that A1 is 860 because this is on a main road. So I don't really understand, not main road, sorry. Let's call it a main artery within the site plan, right? Like this is probably the worst street to be on. But they're still expensive, right? So that's how I look at it. And you just go lot by lot depending on your price point. And there's only so many options you can do, right? And choose the best one.